Good evening, everyone. My name's Elizabeth, and this is Circle Yoga. And I am very excited about this video. I thought I would share one of my most prized possessions, and it is my yoga journal. This is something I wrote every single note about yoga in throughout my yoga teacher training, and it is so valuable to me because it traces the story of what yoga is and what the philosophy of yoga is, what anatomy and physiology is key to yoga, and the rules and guidelines for a healthy life. And I'm hoping that by showing you this book, I can introduce you to some of the key concepts of yoga, the anatomy, physiology, the philosophy, the beauty of it, how it can benefit you, and what yoga means to me. So let me take you through the book. So here is my little book. It started off with some really far out concepts and philosophies and, the core teachings of Vedanta and Eastern philosophy and religion. And I mean, for example, look at this whole long list of benefits of yoga. There's a whole page on teaching methodology. And there's pranayama practice, so finding the right place, the right time, the right diet, the right energy channels. There are 3 forms of breath: the inhalation, the retention, the exhalation. And there are these primary poses called sun salutations. And sun salutations are these gorgeous, this gorgeous sequence of yoga poses, quite foundational, that welcome the sun in the morning. You salute the sun, you say with your body and your breath, hello to the day. And going forward, there are the 8 limbs of yoga. And if you're interested, I can recommend some really good books. There are all these values that yoga recommends and seeks to spread. And because really yoga is a philosophy, it's movement, but it's movement that is firmly rooted in Eastern philosophy, beginning with the philosopher and guru Patanjali. And actually over time the movements evolved from the philosophy, but at the beginning it's the intention, it's the practice of self-discipline, it's the practice of spiritual observances, and these postures, the asanas, develop the habit of self-discipline, the ability to concentrate the spiritual growth, the pranayama for breath control, and there's even part of yoga that is sensory transcendence, concentration, meditation, contemplation. So it's incredible because yoga really meets you where you are and then takes you to where you want to be, and you put in the work and you decide how much you want from yoga. So when I give these lessons, you take as little or as much as you want from the classes, and you learn as much as you are willing to at your given point in time. These are also more poses. There's just so much, and then these are some key anatomy and physiology terms, the movements of the body, some anatomy diagrams, a little bit about the muscles and the contraction of the muscles and how that works. If you would like some specific videos on the anatomy, on the physiology, the biology part of yoga and more, please do let me know in the comment section. But the key thing, the reason for so many elements of yoga is that the meaning of yoga is the union, the yoking together of, and it is thought that when you link body, breath, and the heart and soul together, you can reach a higher level of transcendence, and that's what this is really about. When you've transcended the limits of the body and the mind, you reach this new plane of being, and it's maybe a bit airy-fairy, depends on how you view things, but there is an enormous wealth of benefits to be had and to be attributed to yoga. So when I do have a yoga class, please join me and really breathe, you know. I will be teaching how to truly breathe, and I will be teaching how to move with your breath in a way that stretches you, in a way that really releases tension from the body and the daily stresses of life. You learn how to ride those waves much better when you know how to breathe through them. There's so much to know about the movement of the spine, about how you can use your body to benefit you. You can overcome physical and mental barriers and achieve what you thought never was possible, what was never possible. So this idea of union returns in yoga often. And the question is, how can the power of the breath be utilized? There are breathing techniques to enhance your breathing practice, and I will be teaching the individual breathing techniques such as Kapalbhati Pranayama and Bhastrika breath and Nadi Shodhana breath, all really cleansing and empowering. And sometimes when you're in a downward dog, you just have to give a deep sigh, a lion's breath, release all that tapas, all that heat, and you feel an immense calm and peace come over you. And that is your body releasing the stress and tension of the day. And any anger that's stored up, you release it through the movement. There are numerous reports of exercise in itself releasing tension and anger and anxiety. Well, yoga also focuses the mind and focuses the breath. And when you get to a certain point, it's like this gorgeous flow, like a wave rolling over your body, where you can just release and strengthen at the same time. So some more poses. And it all started with the Yoga Sutras. So Saraswati, an important yogic guru, said, so that one can live in the world yet remain unaffected and undisturbed, enjoying peace, happiness and bliss. So the idea is that peace is within you, and you have to learn, well, you don't have to do anything, but yoga recommends that you learn how to direct the energies within you toward the deeper aspects of your being. So discipline yourself, not allowing yourself to be dissipated mentally by your thoughts, action or speech. So really, at its highest quality, yoga is a science of philosophy and psychology. And here's some more. There's meditation. Meditation for the concentration of the mind, for the empowerment of the mind. You learn how to free the mind of thought, or simply observe your thoughts from a distance. Understand that you are not your mind, or emotion, or body. And sometimes that can be a meditation with sound, and sometimes you're just gazing ahead of you. And also the energy found in and around us. So when I was doing my yoga teacher training, it was actually online. I did it with a really dear yoga teacher who noticed how much I care about this and observed that it came from a really deep place, and it wasn't just a hobby. And it's true, when you start to apply yoga to your life at a time when you're seeking something, some answers or some meaning or some kind of outlet, it can be an immense power. And I'd say that I could say that yoga gave me myself in a lot of ways, and it's been incredible. And I want to keep learning. I want to know more. There's so much within this that I think so many people could benefit from. And mostly because it just boosts the quality of your life. It makes you truly live and sharpen your mind and strengthen and tone your body, and it makes you able to cope with the stresses of everyday life. And the stress, this is literally what I was just talking about. The stress response. So I appreciate you probably won't be able to see much of the writing, but maybe you'll see how much there is and how much there is to learn. And if I'm not doing a good job at convincing you or kind of just demonstrating how passionate you too can become about yoga, then I don't think anything will, because I absolutely adore this. I think it's incredible. Yoga of the hands. And yeah. Okay, so I may be blushing a little bit after that. It's a big deal. This is a whole new journey, and at the moment I just want to share with you or communicate with you how important yoga is and how much there is to learn and how much it can benefit your life. And I hope through sharing this beloved possession of mine a little bit, maybe you got a hint of a world which I'm inviting you into. And so when I do post a video of me teaching a yoga class, I'm excited for you to join me and breathe and move with me. And I'm so open to recommendations or suggestions, and I'm just becoming a bit more comfortable on camera, so bear with me. But this is a really special project, and I'm really excited to have you along for the ride. So once again, my name is Elizabeth and this is Circle Yoga, and thank you.